Video kanalına yeniden hoş geldiniz. MaxPayne'e kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Zaten daha Chapter 2'deyiz. Yo, Chapter 2'yi bitirmiştik. Chapter 3'e geçmiştik aslında. Aynen. Deep Six'teyiz.
Following a path of clues to that final revelation, even if it would take me down to the cold, cavernous depths of a grave.
You can't do this! My men are still inside!
Do you have any idea why this is called Operation Dead Eyes?
I think he's dead already.
Let's do it.
Evet, ben de aynısını size yapacağım.
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Evacuate the complex immediately.
Burası kendi kendine yok edecek.
Self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
Abort! Abort!
Like everything else in the Valkyr case, the door code was a mystery to me.
The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
Uğraşmadığımı zannediyorsunuz.
Decontamination in progress.
The chemist had been using the workstation when he died. The half-life of the lab rat had ended online, his password blinking on the screen. 665, the neighbor of the beast.
Decontamination in progress. Decontamination completed.
Evet, bunu kaydedelim. Karşımıza düşman çıkacak.
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Proceed to the nearest exit immediately.
O her önüme geçtikçe kayıt yapıyorum.
Hey, in here!
Ama yapacak bir şey yok.
Thanks. I thought I was gonna die in there for sure.
I need you to get me through the decontamination chamber airlock.
You're crazy! No way! The place is blowing up, for Christ's sakes!
Either that or back to the cell. Your choice.
Okay, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Seni vurmasınlar ya.
We're dead! We're dead!
Bu kadar yolu ölmeye gelmedim.
Attention all personnel. The self-destruction sequence has been initiated. Decontamination in progress immediately. Decontamination.
Oha lan. Benim mermim buradan oraya işlemiyor mu? Neyse. Ben direkt geçeyim. Demek ki etki etmiyormuş. Lavuğu kurtarayım dedim. Minnet borcu ama.
I was caught in the middle of the deadly web that was the Valkyr case. One of the lab terminals had the project logo.
Evet.
Top secret. Project Valhalla. U.S. Army. Yggdrasil Network. Valhalla. The otherworldly place in Norse mythology where the bravest heroes spent their afterlife feasting and fighting forever. Their wounds miraculously healed night after night.
Burada Valhalla'yı
Valkyr.
açıyor.
The maidens who
Mitolojideki
chose the most
öbür dünya.
courageous Viking warriors and carried them to
Dünyasal
Valhalla.
böyle diyeyim.
1991. The research
güçlendiриci.
objective is to create a chemical
Uyuşturucu
substance
da
to enhance the
Valkyrie'nin
stamina
şeyini
and morale of
veriyor.
infantry troops. 1995. Results unsatisfactory. Project cancelled.
95 yılında 91 yılında kimyasal araştırmalar yapılmış. 95 yılında da proje kapatılmış.
Project compromised. Data leak. Fix the damage by any means necessary. Security clearance red. Authorized by the project lead. Field test. Double the dosage for all the remaining test subjects. Observe and record the subject's behavior in an urban setting.
The drop-off point was my old address in New Jersey. The file dated 3 years ago. Just when you thought you had reached the deepest depths of horror, it suddenly got worse. How to turn off that small voice inside your head that started to whisper that you should be glad that now, if not before, your revenge was justifiable on any conceivable moral scale. That small voice proved, beyond any doubt, that I was damned. On the screen, the dagger-heeled woman had come and gone a long time ago. There was nothing more for me here. The bunker's name was acting as a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yok, buradan olacak bir şey. Bakayım dedim. Onlardan da alınacak bir şey yok. Buradan geldim, buradan. Bir aşağı bir yukarı oynuyoruz anasını satayım.
Self-destruction imminent. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24,
Süre sayıyor yani.
22,
21. 13, 12, 11, 10. İşte bilmeyen düşüyor oradan. Project Valhalla is dead.
You piece together a jigsaw and the final picture is you finishing that same puzzle. A mad, green-eyed killer standing behind you. An urban legend come true. The Project Valhalla test subjects had been the mad junkies who had murdered my loved ones. The rest was simple body count math. It all pointed to her. Ms. Valkyr. The factory went up in a fiery inferno behind me. All my leads were dead, turned to smoke and dust. I had lost my way. I hadn't slept in a million years. I felt thin as death. I've been living on an endless supply of week-old donuts. They were fuel for this crazy furnace inside my head. I couldn't remember when I had last seen the sun. I was on a permanent graveyard shift. When the darkness fell, New York City became something else. Any old Sinatra song notwithstanding. Bad things happened in the night, on the streets of that other city, Noir York City. I was in an all-night diner, downing cup after cup of coffee that tasted like engine oil, when a new message from BB got me back on the killer track.
What the hell happened at Roscoe Street? Maxie, I'm going out on a limb here. We need to talk this through, come up with a plan. 2:30 a.m., the Choir Communications Garage.
The more I thought about Alex's murder and the frame-up, the more it felt like an inside job. I should have seen it coming. BB had sold me out, and now he wanted to finish what he'd started.
Güzel bir
The
dolu
garage
başladı
was
burada.
dead. BB showed up in his tailor-made suit, gold watch, and cufflinks to match, all way beyond a cop's pay.
Maxie.
Oozing suave charm, he was guilty as hell. What the hell does BB stand for anyway? Backstabbing bastard?
Come on, don't be like that. Have a cigar.
I don't smoke.
Maxie, you have no idea how big this is. It's huge. You have no idea.
I think I do. You're a bribe-taking bent cop who sold out his partner. Those mobsters in the subway were a dead giveaway. Hard to miss. Bet it was exactly like this with Alex. Up close and personal.
You can't win this one, Max.
No, but I can make damn sure none of you do either. BB turned out to be another cardboard cutout bad guy.
Oo, patinaj çekiyor.
A bad cop on the take. A cowardly right-hand man fleeing from the scene, leaving his paid thugs to do his dirty work.
Artık ölümler de zorlaştı ya. Demiştim. Şöyle yapalım. vurdum lan.
Reports of a fire at the Punchinello Manor in Westchester. The manor is the home of Angelo Punchinello, the alleged head of the Punchinello crime family. The police are now saying, contrary to their earlier statements, that MaxPayne is still alive and at large. He continues his vendetta against the Mafia, of which this last act of arson is attributed to.
I had no recollection of setting any fires, but I did remember the flames.
Bakayım daha var mı? Yok. Tahmin etmiştim böyle bir şey olabileceğini ama. Bu kadar ya. M79 az siktir. Can bitti. Son direneceğim şekilde direneceğim bakalım. İnşallah yerde painkiller falan vardır. Aa, jackhammer'mış, ben de şey zannettim, pompa akışı. Dayı! Kondanserde delik var dayı. M79 da almışım. Ne uğraşsam lan, canım az.
The
Biliyorum
payphone
öyle.
started to ring. Yeah,
MaxPayne,
whatever does it for you.
this is Alfred Woden. I can give you the name of your enemy. Come to the Asgard building presently. We are expecting you.
Woden was waiting for me on the steps of the old building.
Mr. Payne, let's go inside. The others are anxious to begin.
The others?
Despite the general misconception, this building actually predates the City Hall by 2 years, thus being the oldest municipal building still in use here at the foot of the Brooklyn Bridge.
No kidding. The old man played tour guide as he led me through a dark domed hall. The answers I was after loomed large ahead.
Mr. Payne, I would like to introduce you to my colleagues in what we call the Inner Circle.
You've been watching too much X-Files.
You have seen the files on Project Valhalla. We can fill the gaps, provide you with the information missing from those files. We were all involved in the early stages of the project during the Gulf War.
What's the catch?
We would very much like to blow this thing wide open, but our hands are tied. Her name is Nicole Horn. She was the key figure in Project Valhalla. When the funding was discontinued, she simply refused to quit. She knew exactly what she had in her hands. Nicole Horn is the president of Acer Corporation. She has more than half the city in her pocket. This must be kept under wraps. If you try to go public with this, we will deny any knowledge. We need you to take her out. Afterwards, we can protect you. Make all the charges go away.
That was the cue for the killer suits to kick in the doors and swarm inside. It was an impressive floor show, but I decided to leave early anyway. It was only a one-story fall. Lucky me.
Yine mi? Orası kapalıydı, buradan gidecektik. Orası kapalıydı, oradan gidecektik deyip dedim kapının kilitli olması. Ay. Karşılıklı mermileştik. Kolta Deagle.
One of the monitors showed what was left of the inner circle.
Alacağım. Bekleyin.
On screen, the so-called corpse of Alfred Woden stood up, miraculously waking from his dirt nap, looking smug among his dead pals. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. I didn't know how he'd pulled it off, but it was a pretty slick way to get out of all his promises. Most of what he had said fit too well to be a load of crap.
Neyse, böyleyken bir kayıt alalım. şifreleri de bil be abi. O da öldü. Aha, can. Geçmiyor değil mi? Ya bombam olmasa? Yok, patlıyormuş. Bayağı güzel patlamış şimdi. Biraz önce baktığımda kimse yoktu. Radyoyu dinleyelim.
And what is your answer to those saying that he's actually providing a service long overdue to the city?
This crusade nonsense has gone too far. He's out of control. It must stop. He will be stopped.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the New York City Police Department.
A videotape lay on the desk. Nicole Horn had blackmailed the inner circle into silence. The tape came with a curt extortion note on a piece of expensive paper. I remembered Candy Dawn taping her clients in action on the side, selling the tapes to the highest bidder. I was sure that kinky sex was nowhere near Alfred Woden's worst sin. But I had a feeling that when this was over, any collateral would come in handy. Woden had left me a present.
Nothing seems to stop Acer Corporation's phenomenal victory march. Incredibly, the stocks are still rocketing. Worried experts already see a danger in the company's success. Some have gone as far as to say that Acer Corporation is about to become an even bigger monopoly than Microsoft ever was.
Woden had taken care of my mission preps with military precision. The critical areas in the Acer Corporation headquarters blueprints were circled in red. The president's office was at the top of the building, right below her penthouse suite. The elevators were controlled by a security computer, part of the mainframe located underground below the building. The high-rise was sealed as tight as a sci-fi fortress.
PTC'si arıza yapmış. Acilen tamir etmem lazım. Atölye yılım. Ulan o kadar da ateş ettim, ölmeyeyim diye ya. Oha be. Son kez. Çok saçma bir son kez laf oldu bu. Nereden vuruyor ya bu? Sadece o vurmuyor bence. Evet, alttaki de vuruyor. Lan bir adam beni 2 kere yeniden başlattırabilir mi? Evet, başlattırabilmiş. Flash bombası yoktu, yoksa ölürdüm. Hani Price'da şey yapıyor ya. Bomba mı attılar bana mı diyelim? Price gibi geldi namussuz. Burada kaydedelim. Nasılsa buradan bir şey çıkmayacak. Buraya geri geleceğiz ama. Aynen. Aşağıdan mı atıyor, yukarıdan mı atıyor? Onu anlamadım ki. Demek ki oradan aşağıyı tutmuyor. Neyse. Çok saçma değil mi? Pusma yeri hazır. Tamam. Orası da hazır. Evet. Sizlerle beraber bir bölümün daha sonuna geldik. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.